Simon, great result on Tuesday. Is the message to the players now just more of the same, or are you still keen to work on certain aspects of play?
Yeah, I think a really good result for us, no doubt about that. You know, it gave everyone a boost, I'm sure. I think obviously it's not a result or scoreline we're going to be getting carried away with. I think, you know, every game we play, when we reflect upon it and we review it, we just apply balance and try and improve it really. Try and look at what was good and what went well, and then look at what could have been slightly better or more effective on the day. So you know, it's repeating that process and hoping that, you know, longer term that improves the team and gets us to where we need to be.
Tuesday felt like a result that's been a long time coming. We've seen a lot of the ball of late, been in control of games, been on the receiving end of some bad decision maybe, and a lot of goal line clearances. What's your take on that game? And, you know, is that really what's just been missing, that clinical edge in front of goal?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, listen, sometimes things go for you in football, sometimes things go against you, and you know, I do feel that we've not necessarily had what we've deserved in some of the games. But ultimately, I think what we have to do to be a successful team is, you know, be accountable to ourselves, and over a long period of time, you know, i.e. a season, that ultimately you are responsible for your results. And you know, all we can do is carry on looking to improve and build on things. And we've got a way of playing that we're going to aspire to. But ultimately, you know, we have to be effective at what we do. You know, that's my job, to make sure that I'm helping the guys on the pitch, that, you know, they've got the tools in their mind to go and be effective. And you know, I think to a certain point we have been. It's just whether it's, you know, that bit of composure in front of goal, that bit of ruthlessness which was there on Tuesday night, hasn't quite been there. And what it did show on Tuesday, when it is there, mixed in with the aspects of play that we are pleased with, that, you know, we can be a real threat.
There's been a fair bit of recruitment of late, particularly up front. To see three of your new signings find the net in that game, it must give you a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah, satisfaction for the group though. You know, it is. It's always nice to see your forward players pick up goals, of course, because, you know, that we can work as much as we want, but these are humans we're talking about. These are fellas that, you know, I'm sure have the normal pressures that everyone else has. So confidence is a massive issue. And, you know, it will undoubtedly, you know, give them players a real confidence boost that got them goals the other night. And the team, you know, and the team. But I must say there's been, you know, it's not like we've not created chances in games. We have. You know, we've been really solid, really pleased from that point of, you know, our performances. And it's just a case of trying to build on every match as best we can.
Obviously, part of the reason for that recruitment is the number of injuries that have been building up over the last couple of weeks. Kitch, Maka, Connor. Do you have any update on where they're at the minute?
Yeah, look, we are in an unusual time, you know, with the pandemic and, you know, the COVID situation. So we do need depth, and we do need to be ready to react to anything that potentially could happen. So, you know, the recruitment has certainly helped from that point of view in terms of the depth. And obviously the guys that are missing, there's progress, we think. You know, we've got Kitch, which has been a miss for the team. And he's making, you know, steady progress, and it'd be great to see him back out on the grass. And then obviously we've got Maka, who's, you know, was on the end of an unfortunate tackle really in the Eastleigh game, and he's making good progress as well. And when they come back, it's going to, you know, give that extra competition to the group. And we're talking about some, you know, quality players. And you know, all of the guys that unfortunately are injured at the minute, you know, we're hoping to see them back sooner rather than later, because they're big players for us.
I was just about to come on to competition. So we've gone from talk of no goals to 3 strikers in amongst the goals in the last couple of games. How important is that level of competition for those places at the minute?
Yeah, it's important. But, you know, one of my messages to the group has been that, you know, there's no, you know, we have to be successful together, and we have to sometimes go through hard times together. And it is great for the guys that get that reward on the match day, and they get that shirt, and, you know, they get the glory, if you like. But there is a lot of hard work that goes on from the other guys that you know, don't quite make the squad or don't quite get in the starting team. So I'm very much about, you know, us being one group. And, you know, what's been pleasing for me is that the guys that are picked to go out on the pitch, they are, you know, supported 100% by the rest of the squad as well, in such a professional way. And that's something that's really important for us. We've really got a good team spirit and unity taking place, and that's something that I'm really keen to preserve and build on.
Looking ahead to the weekend, we seem to keep facing sides who are on a good run of form. Dagenham at the minute, no difference. They've had a really good run in the last couple of games. What challenges do you think they will pose on Saturday?
Yeah, well, every game's tough. I've said that in the last couple of weeks, and this one will be no different. I think, look, of course, first and foremost, we always want to concentrate on ourselves and what our strengths are and what our qualities are, and that will always be our priority, and certainly always my priority as a coach. I'm very much about what we do as a team first and foremost. But, like any game, any competition at a professional level, you have to pay a certain element of respect to your opponent and break down their strengths and hopefully attack their weaknesses. So, without going into real detail, the Dagenham game poses a real challenge.
And just finally, we're 10 games in now to your time at Stockport County. What's your assessment of your start to life here and how are you enjoying it? I'm
loving it. I've got to say that everyone's made me feel very welcome. Come into a really professional organisation. I think the owner and Simon, that the infrastructure they're allowing us as a group of players and professional people to work in for the level is incredible, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very proud to be part of the setup. And I just can't wait to get back. Get the fans back in, and I'm really keen to experience that, and I know that that'll make a big difference to the group of players. So, yeah, thoroughly enjoying it. Really relishing the challenge, and I'm keen to kick on as much as I can with the group, and hopefully we can really get in the mix in the next few games.
Perfect, Simon. Thanks a lot, and all the best for Saturday.
Pleasure.